You hear me?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man.
What,
Yeah.
what was I looking at?
Yeah, I was just showing my friend something. Um,
Okay. I was like, you doing like this is like meta zoom through a zoom or something.
yeah, okay.
Zoom through a zoom through a zoom.
So you fell for it. So
I was like, I don't know if they can hear me.
you thought that was a real person looking at you. You thought that was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. I was like,
No,
he's got
me.
he,
The pandemic.
he's got the little the disguise on the mustache disguise.
Bro, he killed me
Oh,
just.
what up?
He
How's it
thought
going?
that was
What's
you,
happening?
bro.
How are y'all?
So happy. Okay, we recording right now. I gotta let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Uh, we just kick it back, man. It's good to see you, man. It's good to
I
see
know it's been hella long.
what you got going on right now. What you doing there?
Um,
I don't know.
well, I mean, I just got down in the studio. This is where I'm doing my Zooms. I just let's see, what is I working on? I was just getting some beats together. Getting some beats mixed down for that Do Normal project I told you about.
Yeah, shout out Do Normal.
Yeah. Are you familiar?
I am not familiar, but I'm going to get familiar.
Yeah, yeah, get familiar for sure. She's really dope.
Yeah, sound the way you described it was super dope.
Yeah. What about you? What are you working on?
Well, right now we doing the greatest producer I know. You you are a guest on the
Yeah.
greatest producer I know, and
You gotta make me blush, bro.
we're working. We're working.
Right
So,
on.
Yeah. Uh, anyway.
Yeah, explain this podcast to me. What is this? What are we doing?
oh, okay. We going. I got my guy here. He directed me a little bit. We're gonna be able
Uh,
to edit this stuff out and shit like that.
Okay, word.
I'm trying to figure out.
There you go.
Oh, okay. That's how you do the
There you
side
go.
by side.
Yeah, just
Okay,
make the window bigger, I guess.
nice.
All right, we're set up now. Cut.
Good. Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
guest on the greatest producer I know, and we're just I got a guide coming out. It's a book, but I like to call it a guide. It's more like just showing you my principles of beat making and stuff. And it's really intended for newcomers to have something to look at and just something to think about, different mind states about production and stuff like that, just getting different perspectives and good things they should know. Just kind of like a crash course on. I'm not teaching chords and
Right,
progressions. I don't know that myself.
right, right.
I'm just giving them the ones and twos.
Yeah,
So I
that's
have you here to kind
that's
of
crazy.
get your take on these things and kind of see where you stand production wise and give people kind of like a look into your life on the production side. But yeah, you want to give like just a quick introduction on, what your name is and who you are for people who not familiar, just like a simple, I'm a beat maker, I make beats, I'm from da 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 and you
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm Televangel, producer. Been producing for it's gonna age myself. It's been like 25 years. But like doing it professionally since like 2006. I was in at a duo called Blue Sky Black Death for about 10 years, but I've been doing solo production for like a little over 10 years now, which is crazy. Yeah,
doing damn good at it.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Your beats are incredible. Blue Sky Black Death, of course, is legendary. I was in the car riding around actually with do with me right now, and Blue Sky Black Death came on the radio. I was just like,
Uh,
wow, man,
mm,
it's crazy.
serendipitous.
Yeah, so it's a pleasure to be with you. We got the Green Over South that we did some great music with. It was at a time where it was a little bit after main attractions for me, like right after main attractions. So I feel like it was a little murky era, but we made some gems with Pepperboy, and I'm really
Yeah, no,
y'all should check that out.
oh yeah, I'm proud of those projects. It was a very, it was like a transitional phase for both of us.
Right.
And I think generally in underground hip hop, it was like a shift was going on. It was like between scenes, you know what I mean? Like there's a cloud rap era, but that was kind of after the cloud rap era. right? When we made that.
Right. That was 2016 when
Yeah.
we put some of this out at least.
And it felt like it was kind of like the end of the blog era a little bit.
Mhm. Migos, Meek Mill, like this was their
Yeah.
time.
Yep, exactly. And I want to say that could have been the last I don't know for sure. It might have been the last Mishka
Ah,
stamps.
whoa.
Yeah.
First one came out with Mishka. Mishka, I'm always say Mishka,
Yeah.
but you know,
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah.
Mishka, shout out Mishka.
Yeah.
The first one, come ride with us, was with Mishka.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. And I think that I don't know, I'd have to like make sure. Well, I don't know, it'd probably be
I
hard to figure
remember.
out because
That makes sense. We were aiming we were trying to aim high and
yeah.
with different brands and stuff like that. And like I said, it was right after the main attractions thing for me. So they were sending us clothes and shit like that. So that was me trying to still, work my little wiggle,
Yeah.
get out that thing.
It's crazy because that's actually like when we did our BSB did our first photo shoot, we hit up Mishka was one of the first we hit up and they sent us clothes and we were like totally unknown at that point. But we were on a label, but we were unknown.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, that was wearing Mishka 2006. That was
Dang.
no, I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just
You
that
can't
just it was just like full
make
circle though.
this clear. Let's make this clear because I'm gonna go ahead and dig up some dirty worms for myself and all that. Like I seen the SAS, one of the dudes from SAS was like, "You the king of cloud rap," and this, that, and like I totally agree. And the more that I learn, it's like, yo, like you was rocking Mishka in 2006. Throwing fake bait from the flea market, Ashby Flea Market.
Yeah.
Wow, what? I didn't even know they was out back then.
Yeah, I know. I think they were like brand new. It
Okay.
was that. Do you remember that era when the all over print t-shirts?
Yeah, like the Gino Green.
Yeah, like, there would be like a design, it would just be over the entire
Oh,
shirt,
like
all
the
over.
Algiers. Like
Yeah.
it'd be like some big thing in them. Yeah.
Or just like, like a pattern design across the whole. It was that era. So,
Yeah, the Juicy J's with the skulls and shit.
yeah, I still got a photo I'm wearing. It's a Mishka shirt with like the Onyx back to fuck up logo on it.
Wow, with the skull head, not the skull head,
Yeah.
my or
On the
the
tree.
Yeah,
face.
whatever that's the little
Yeah,
smile, not
that's sick.
unhappy face. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, bring
That's
up the South. I feel like it was a very slept on project.
And that's okay because when people go and find it, thank you for your work on that because it stands up. It stands against the test of time. Like that's real good music. We went all the
Yeah,
way. We got a little flip on that thing. Something I wanted to do for a long time. Like I
yeah.
ain't make this about. I usually when we do these episodes, we don't make it about our personal accomplishments and shit like that. But like, man,
No, but we got to talk about him for
we
sure.
did some cool shit. Like,
Yeah,
man, that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
A little flip on there, Mr. Ski. I was just listening to a Mr. Ski album, and I was like, damn, we got him on Come Ride with us too. Like,
yeah.
B for the first time, I got to see what it
That
was.
was all you. That was all you too. Because yeah, I don't think I brought anyone to the table. But
Oh,
you had these cool ideas of like they weren't like who was necessarily popping at the time. They were just like people you've always wanted to work with.
yeah, and who
And
fit
that,
the yeah, I ain't want to
yeah,
cut you off, but like it's green over south, you know what I mean? It's us and Pep. So it's like
yeah,
I wanted to bring that whole we had G side on that thing, right? Or
yep, yeah. Two letters from G
you
side.
know
Yeah,
that one. Yeah, that
yeah.
first one was crazy. That
Mm-hmm.
crazy. All of them are crazy because we're good, but we really made the first one a event album type thing. Like we
Right.
reached out and put some pieces together.
Yep.
That's hard. Yeah, go check out Come Ride with us with a K. Come ride with us and yeah, that shit hard. Shout out Pepperboy. I think it's Pepperboy's birthday right now.
Real?
Right
I'm
now.
gonna call. I'm gonna
Oh,
text him.
yeah, I was texting him a little bit earlier. So happy birthday, Pep.
Happy
Mm.
birthday, Pep.
Yeah, nah, Green over South. That's something. That's something. I feel like those albums definitely stand the test of time because you put a lot of effort into it. One thing about you, you switch the beats a lot. Like
Yes.
I seen somebody did something where they was mad about, I think it was Jadakiss or something like that. Seen Jadakiss talking about knock yourself out and how he did to another beat. And it's just like, man, the producers got to live. Like we got to let the producers do what they do. And if we, we just got to respect it because they got the vision. So talk about that a little bit. Like
Yeah, I mean,
in your head when you have a record that you did and somebody it's all the way done and you're
yeah.
just like, I need a new beat. Well, how does that work?
Yeah. Okay, so, I don't always like it's not gonna be every track, but if I'm like, oh, I think this could be better, let me switch the beat out. Um, and I feel like a lot of times it is better. I don't know why. Like it should be the best on the original thing that the rapper rapped on because they were writing to that, or, it's kind of like counterintuitive, but yeah, sometimes I just like okay, that one that you rapped on on the recent Lord Olo album, the Demon Slayer,
Mhm.
that track,
Yep.
he rapped on something totally different, and I switched that beat up.
Nice.
Um, he obviously liked it way more, and so did I.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, if the rapper is like, no, I like the original more, then that's fine. I'll keep the original, but
Okay.
most of the time I do make it better, and that's like my opinion, but that's also the artist's opinion too,
Yeah,
because
I
you
agree.
know, yeah,
I've
it's
never,
like,
I've never been let down. I've just been like, what the fuck? It's more like
yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah,
switch the beat, and it's a little
yeah.
like what? But then it's like it's hard. Like so, it's like whatever.
I know, I don't know.
Never,
Yeah, I
I
know.
never have an issue with it, but like
It's
it's
kind of controversial. Like I know it can
yeah,
annoy some people.
yeah. It's like what you do that for? But it's
Yeah. Do you ever do that?
hell nah. I'm
No. Just yeah.
he rapped
Yeah,
on
I don't know.
good. I won already. Like
Yeah. So I just think yeah, I mean there's honestly there's tracks I've done where I've switched the beat out like 5 times. I'm like, no, this isn't right.
you did
This is
that.
not
Some of
it's
me.
crazy because like I said, it should the original track should be the one that they sound the most right over, but I've switched out the beat. And I was like, nah, it sounds like they wrote to this beat.
Yeah. That's some like with mashups, that kind of opened up my mind to that possibility of like hearing Jay-Z on a different like a rock beat
Yeah.
or this beat and that
Right,
beat.
right,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
see how it can, be good. I see
yeah,
it from a long time ago. Like I respected it for a while. So I'm
yeah.
here and there for it. And you're a good producer. I don't recommend all producers do that. Like you're good at it. So it's like, hey, it is what it is. But no,
That mashup, that thing is like that was such an era, and I feel like now people are kind of like there was like a time where like people got sick of it. They were like over it, but I still hear some of that stuff. I was like, no, this sounds good. Like some of that mashup stuff really works.
yeah. I still listen to AZ Nas Life's a Bitch Knife Wonder remix. I listen to that.
Wow.
That shit is tough. I listen to
Yeah,
that. The Cross remix. I listen to that all the fucking time. Since
yeah.
when I was a kid, since whenever they did that shit. Like,
There's a AZ project, and I don't know if it's on streaming because it's probably not because it's probably not like licensed. They called it a mixtape because it was that era where everything was a mixtape, but you could still buy mixtapes at Amoeba or
yeah,
random CD stores.
yeah, you just brought
Yeah,
back like hell yeah.
it was an AZ, and the whole project he just rapped over Al Green songs.
Right.
It was great, like really good.
So I see Black Mass is doing that now. I don't know if that's how you say this person's name, but they'll. So I've seen it go as far as Will Smith getting the original beat from him
Mhm.
for a remix that he released. I think it was yeah, it was a Pretty Girls remix that this dude did, and it's jamming like that shit fire. Like
Yeah,
I think in today's world, the artist is actually working with the person who's doing the mashup. Like you might really get an opportunity off of doing that. Like
yeah, yeah.
you might get shitted on. Like it's
Right. Yeah.
definitely one of those errors where it's like it's very accessible to reach somebody and them actually taking you serious and
Right.
like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, those are like the cool things about the internet, and then there's all the bad things, but that is one of the cool
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Keep my stunner shades on, my positive stunner shades.
Yeah.
We try to keep the tunnel vision. I do have
Yeah.
this kind of sidebar-ish. Who are some of the greats? Who name some of the people that you feel like you studied from day one, or even that have more so of an influence or impact on you as far as today? Like, who are your heroes, producers?
Producer heroes. Um, okay, so organized noise.
Or
It's got to be organized noise, probably some of them. Just because I think you can hear it maybe, but it's like they were basically like a band, like and they just like brought a different musicality. Like I felt like they were a lot more musical than the typical like chop sample boom bap stuff, which I also love, like DJ Premier. Definitely loved DJ Premier growing up. Um, but yeah, I think Organized Noise is like my top, and like they're also, I feel like like they get left out of a lot of conversations, even though they part of massive records, because they did like R&B records too. But um, yeah, them, RZA, um, and RZA, I feel like is more why I love RZA, more of a visionary, is less about his prowess as a producer, it's more about his vision. Because like the things he was doing at the time, like for one, they didn't sound like anything else. Um, but they weren't like crazy on a technical level. It was just like super raw. Um, but like I feel like it was so intentional. All the rawness was like he recorded every Wu-Tang rapper like a different way. Like he had their own vocal setting for each rapper. And you listen to that, some of the stuff sounds so dirty. Like you're kind of shocked that it was released on a major label. Like you listen to the first Tikal, and you're like, this is kind of like it's quiet for one. Like if you listen to it compared to other rap records, but like how it's mixed, it's just so dirty. Like yeah, all his records are super dirty. Um, so that made me think about like not just the beat making, but the mixing part of it, and like
Mhm.
there's so much choice, and it's all part of an aesthetic, and there's no right or wrong way to make music. There's preferences, obviously. Like, a lot of people say, oh, you got to mix your vocals like this, they got to be really loud, or, but if you listen to a lot of music, the the vibe of the time was like a completely different way than is popular right now.
Yeah.
So that's one thing yeah, that's the thing I really like about Riz is like just like his artistic vision. I will say like when he got into his later, he's like stopped using samples and got into his keyboard beats. I like sort of liked him less. Like I felt like his limitations were shown a bit more. But I'll always consider him like a goat just for like the vision side of it. Like just crazy the sort of chess he was playing, especially with like how all the solo artists would come out too. Okay, who were some other producers? Yeah, I said Primo.
Yeah, you
I
said
mean, I still sometimes emulate just a little bit of that like choppiness occasionally.
a primo.
Yeah, because he's someone who's literally he's had a consistent style since the late 90s. Because he probably started doing the really like or mid 90s. Because the early Gangstar he didn't have the really like choppy stuff yet.
Mhm.
Whenever he figured out that like formula, the chop, scratch on the hook, the choppy sample, he's still doing that, and it's still so satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, I'm like, oh, I feel like I would get bored of making that. But when I listen to it, it's good every time. So yeah, and I don't know, that's fascinating because he's like he figured out a formula. It's just like it's
This is it.
so successful. And then there's like, and it's hard because then I got really into like early 2000s, mid 2000s. I was super into like like Houston rap. So that like in like the screw stuff, and that had a pretty lasting influence on me. Um, definitely. So yeah, I'm just definitely all over the place for my influence, and like I definitely have a lot of influences that are outside of hip hop too. Just jazz, post rock, like uh, shoegaze, like even some metal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's I mean that's one of the thing I try to tell like if because I like you said earlier like you're not giving out music theory advice or anything like that. So the one thing I try to imprint on like maybe a younger artist or someone trying to get into production is like really try to listen to as much music as you can because it really, you know, it opens up the possibilities. Because when you can really tell when some people's listening to only one type of music, and it's like, oh, you sound exactly like this other artist or whatever. Like I remember, like there was an era when Atmosphere was such a big underground rap group, and like every white guy wanted to sound like Slug from Atmosphere.
And they had
It's
to
like
jump
it was just like if you end up, yeah, if you're just like so obsessed with a specific, a very small specific style, you're gonna end up sounding like that. And so
in.
I say just like listen to as much music as you can. That goes a long way
Yeah,
because you also end up sampling some weird stuff because you're listening to,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're speaking to producers. Yeah, I kind of got stuck in my rapper mode. But yeah, with producing, like, hell yeah, better listen
yeah,
to everything. There's so many
yeah,
possibilities in like rap or really any genre is kind of limited. Like every genre kind of sticks. You have some more like far reaching bands
yeah,
and groups in each genre who switch it up and do things a little different and shit like that. But like if you're only like you said, if you're only listening to one thing, you're gonna sound like that one thing. So it is,
yeah,
as a producer, like hell yeah, you want to just click anything. Like you never know where that stuff comes from that you're gonna hear. Just don't click what you don't like, because
yeah,
you just hate everything. Like
right. Yeah,
the
especially
shit.
with the algorithm.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Like be
Yeah,
but like fucking avoid the shit that you already know that you fucking hate. Like
yeah.
it's your worst.
You sample off YouTube?
Yes, I do.
I feel like does everyone now sample off YouTube?
My theory on shit that's coming up, all of my laziest traits are becoming the new cool. So I'm just gonna
Right.
myself.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know there's purists that still only use vinyl. Like
Hey,
I'm,
it makes a difference. I will say this. It does make a difference. If you're sampling
yeah,
from YouTube, if you're sampling from this, that, it does make a difference depending on even how you record your sample. Of course, like if you're recording on like a super dope interface and a super like it's you
yeah,
can hear it, of course. So it's like that should be a given though. You should know like, but you should also know that there's so many ways to put effects on shit and all that shit that they're all gonna sound kind of the same. It just
yeah,
you're doing with the sample. Like me, I
yeah,
do choppy shit and I put a bunch of I drown it in effects anyway. So like it's not like I have a loop that is
right,
directly behind the shit. Even with
right,
my chopped together sample, that as a loop, it has a bunch of shit going on within it. So it's
yeah,
I'm just rapping on what's sampled. Like if it was like Ghostface Holla, where it's like literally the sample you're rocking on with nothing like that, then yeah, I would suggest like go get the vinyl or go get the whatever, get
right.
go to a studio or something, like use their interface, like record it nice if you're going to be rapping on that. Like if it's a
Yeah, right.
sample loop, like why not go hard?
Yeah, yeah,
If I'm doing, you can't even hear the sample under the 808. You can't even hear the sample under the like. Not that big of a deal for me.
yeah, yeah. No, the same. It's like I kind of have a rules like as far as sampling, and generally rules you don't really want to impose restrictions on yourself, but like I feel like we all have some things that we're like, oh, I don't do this because of this. Like
Right.
I just for whatever reason, like if I'm sampling something, for one, I still like sampling old music. Like I don't know, and I have nothing against it because you go back to the 80s, they were sampling disco from the 70s. You go back to the 90s, they were sampling stuff from the 80s.
Yeah, yeah, they were.
So, there's really nothing wrong with it. Personally, I just like the old, like I don't really like sampling stuff I listen to. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Right.
Like it doesn't like I don't want to sample something that I have like a personal relationship with.
Yeah, sucks.
Um,
Easy to
I don't
do.
know why. It's just a rule that I impose on myself. But like,
Mhm.
also I want to obscure the sample as much as possible. Like you're saying, like
Mhm.
you're not like going to be able to tell what you're sampling really. Like I try to do the same thing. There sometimes it's just obvious. Sometimes you have something that's such
Right,
a good
right.
sample, you're like, I can't really
Yeah,
make this better.
right,
I
right.
just have to use it, right?
Yep. No, facts. Like as much as I try to make it more atmospheric and
Yeah,
like you sometimes you're gonna know, like if you know the song, you're gonna be like, damn, that kind of sounds like so like it's only
yeah,
so far you can get with it unless you're using some sort of effects that really changes the shit. Cause there's shit that can really change it. But like
yeah,
the whole point of sampling that shit was like to hear that shit. Like
yeah, yeah. True, true, true. Going back to when you talked about that Hollis song,
yeah.
I think I tweeted about this like a while back, but I was like, that might have been the origin story of the drumless the drumless rap, you know?
I want to say the realest alchemist. They had drums on it, but it was
Yeah,
like
right. But it's in the track already.
it's different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Holiday, yeah, that's you're right. I agree.
yeah. Because then Rock Marcy started like he kind of like went with that style,
Was there no
and then
drum on Holiday?
well, there was drums, but like
Yeah, so,
they're
so really. So I say
the
the
the the Delphonics was mixing drums
mhm.
quieter in that
quiet
era,
as
right?
quiet as fuck. Right, right, right,
Yeah.
right.
So like you listen to how the mix is, and it basically sounds like a drumless like type of, and it's basically that was Rock Marcy's style. Like that's what he's kind of doing now. I mean, he's been doing that for a long time. He's influenced a whole lot of other people, but I felt like that could be that point where he's like, I'm really just taking a loop, and I'm not even gonna drop drums on top of it. But now that I'm saying this, RZA actually did that a lot too.
Yeah. I
He
feel like
would sample he would sample stuff and not put drums over. Like they would just be drums from the sample, right?
mhm. Just dirty.
Yeah. So there's no okay, there's no clean origin, but I do think that
I
Hollis
get
song
what
has
you're saying because when I bought that album, I heard that song on that album when it
yeah,
came out. And shit. And when
same.
I heard that shit, it fucked my head up. I'm like, this
Yeah.
nigga rapped on the song.
Yeah. It played all the way through.
Bro, that shit fucked my head up the first time I heard
Yeah.
that shit. I was like, he rapped on the song. He turned it down a little bit and rapped on that shit. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck?
But they just
In my mind.
they layered the vocals to sound like it's saying holla instead
Yeah,
of
yeah,
holla.
yeah. I noticed that when they did
Yeah.
that. I noticed that.
Yeah.
But I was still the idea of the shit. That's one of those songs that opened my head up. He got a few of them shits, like Stroke of
Yeah.
Death, that same shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, when I bought that album and I got to that song, I was like, I was in shock. I was just listening, like,
Yeah.
this is real.
No,
That's crazy.
I played that album a lot.
Mm.
I've
Tony,
had that on CD. Yeah.
great album.
Yeah.
Great. That's a rapper's rapper album.
Yeah. And I still tell people I miss the era when rappers who couldn't sing like when
Mhm.
Ghostface would sing, and it'd be, sounds terrible, but also like you like it.
Yeah, he's something
Yeah.
else pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he'll have some singers here and there and stuff, but like he'll still sing his hooks. Like he
Yeah.
sing with him or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun. I mean, it's just different today because rappers are singing more than ever today. Like
Right.
their whole style is singing today. We didn't have a
Yeah.
lot of that was Nelly. Like we had Nelly.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a lot of rappers, or there was a lot of South rappers who kind of did that. I feel like Chopper was like there's a few South rappers who was like doing that a little bit, but
Yeah. You got
like everyone's singing.
like Zero, that kind of stuff.
Right, right. Ja
But
Rule,
like,
Ja Rule rapped a lot too. Ja Rule,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you just
But
did it.
see, I mean, and I have nothing against auto tune, but sometimes you kind of just want to hear like the raw, like
Right.
the stuff that has just tons of flaws in it, the more like it just you get more of that human element.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of that.
Not a lot of that anymore.
Yeah.
It just you kind of wish there was just a little more balance with that. But
What's your work ethic looking like nowadays? How much you work on music? How much do you how active are you as a producer? What you doing in these streets? How many
um okay.
what's your beat output looking like nowadays?
Well, so I feel like okay, so I was the, like primary stay-at-home dad caregiver to our son. So he's 3 now, so he's in preschool now. But when he was a baby, um, I just had to be way more intentional with my time because I'm watching him during the day. But that's when I pretty much like did a strong pivot just to mostly producing hip hop because like I had my own solo stuff that I was doing like electronic, ambient kind of music. But I started just collaborating with more people because I think it took a little bit of the pressure off of me, like just to collaborate and be like, okay, I'm just gonna make beats and and yeah, and just so when I get a chunk of time, I'm just way more intentional with it. I can't like listen to a beat on loop for 2 hours like I used to do, you know what I mean? Which I miss that too, but I just like try to get stuff done in quick bursts of time because my time is so fragmented. Like I don't have like the longest chunk of time I had recently was like maybe 5 hours straight, and that's really abnormal for me now.
Damn.
And I don't stay up super late because I'll be in pain in the morning. Um, so yeah, just like little bits here and there, but I'm still relatively prolific just because like producing hip hop stuff is like it's not as demanding of me, I guess. Like I'm sending out the beats, the artist has to work on them.
Hey,
I will spend a lot of time with the post production, as you know, but I think I can still get like 4 projects out a year probably.
yeah, you do a lot of work. So I'm hearing you say this, and I'm like, then when you making the beats? Because you got hella shit coming out. I'm like, you use old beats and like,
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. So I will go back and I'll just modify old beats.
mhm,
Because I got tons of stuff that I never use, like, and it's not stuff that's good enough to put out, but it's good enough to start somewhere, and then like,
mhm,
I still make beats from scratch, but it definitely helps having a project like an artist I'm working with at the time, as far as motivation, like I can make beats, but it helps to have someone in mind that I'm making the beats for, or else I can get kind of directionless. Um, yeah, so and then in like having them send vocals back to me that then I can, yeah, it's faster for me to do that. Like, I don't know.
hey, I keep forgetting there's like producers who like, yeah, they're project based. Like, I was talking to somebody, I forgot who it was. I probably wouldn't say anyway, but I was talking to somebody, and they were like, like they didn't have a project. Like, they want to record for a project. Like, they want to make songs for the project. Like, they don't just make songs to make songs.
Yeah.
I feel that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's commendable. That's I feel that because like it's a direction. It's a and
Yeah.
you could easily like since I have a direction and a place to go, let's get there instead of just like shooting darts. The way I
Yeah, because I'll just be meandering and
yeah.
I mean I will make occasionally just beats and I don't know what they're gonna be on necessarily. So it's not to say I don't do that. And that can be really fun sometimes.
Hmm.
Um, but having like sitting down because I'm kind of I feel like I'm kind of ADD and maybe we all are, especially because of like phones and everything. But I do need to have something specific to work on. Like I need to have like a task, or else I'll just like yeah mess around with a beat for way too long, So that also helps with that. Like
That's real.
what? How do you work? Like what is your
A factory, I'm always open 24/7. Like I
yeah
don't probably honestly recently, so I will say this. If I'm in the mode of I have different modes. Like if I'm in produce right now, I'll say I'm in the mode of rapping. Like I'm doing a lot of rapping every week. I'm rapping a lot. I'm rapping, 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 rapping. So I'm not making my mind isn't really on like I need to make beats right now. I haven't been on the beat making. I probably ain't made a beat in like a week or two.
okay
And that's very not me. I make beats every
yeah
day. Like
yeah
I'll if not every day, every other day. My usual self is like, I don't spend too much time on it. Maybe like it'll be like an hour here, an hour there, like sometime in the morning, sometime at night.
yeah
That's like the normal shit for me. But I do have modes. So if I'm recording a lot for a project, rapping a lot for a project, I'm kind of like con content with rapping. Like I
Yeah.
don't have the urge to make beats. So I feel like I was just telling people like, yeah, I do have projects that are waiting. So I'm telling them, yeah, I'm gonna get back into it probably end of this week and the next week or some shit like that and get back to making beats. If I ever get stale and shit, I'm thinking about buying a new computer just to make me want to make beats more and shit like that. Like I'll just get in different zones. Like I'm mostly working all the time, but I will get in either rapper mode where it's like I'm doing more rapping. So I'm letting my brain freaking rest from doing all that rapping shit, or I'm burnt out and just trying to take a breather for like a month. Like I get these months, 2 months tops. Like once it gets 2 months, like hell no. But I do get like little dry spells where it's like, all right, I'm taking a break from beats for whatever reason. So I think right now I'm in that zone because I haven't made a beat in maybe 2 weeks. But I've been thinking about it and I've been
Yeah.
into old beats. And like I was asking you, what do you use old beats? The good thing about being a producer and one that works a lot and just makes beats a lot is like you'll have a gang of fucking old beats that people haven't used. I'll send them out. I'll rap on some, send them out. Even if I rap on it, it may not come out. I may not like the song. I feel like somebody can do it better. And I'll send them around. So I'll have a gang of beats for I've been this way since maybe 2017. Cause the problem was after main attractions ended, I felt like I wasn't on my solo shit like that. Like I didn't have a routine. Like I was like a kid on summer break forever. Like I didn't have
Hmm.
a way of like how to live a regular life. So I had to figure out how to stay a productive product. Because before
Yeah.
I had so much shit going on, I didn't have to think. I can just wake up and go this place, go that place, go this place, and make
Yeah.
music. It'll all come out, and I'll just be doing it like that. But once it was like my place is my place, it's like, damn, all right, how do I stay? How I turn this into a job? How do I work at it? And that's when I started figuring out my routine. Because the last time I ever had a routine was like when I first started making beats. Like I had fucking around 2007 or 8 was when like 10th grade or some shit like that. I'm scared to say the real background shit. 'Cause I'm like, who's watching this motherfucker? But around that time, 2008, I got into the making beats every day type thing, like try to make 3 a day, 2 a day, because I had nothing going on. I was
Yeah.
I left school in 10th grade. So it was like I got to do something. So I'd made beats every day, every day, every day. So that was my routine until main traction started popping and shit. And then I was like, well, shit, we got clams, we got this, we got that, we got that. I don't even fucking make beats. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
um, shit, shit went in flames, and I was like, oh shit, I need to make beats. And luckily, people like my beats already, so I knew I can do it. But I just needed to get a routine. So from 2016, 17, I just made beats every day. But right now, it's been a week and a half.
Okay. Well, sometimes your brain needs rest, you know?
Exactly. And I
And
just push
I
that.
was thinking about the other day how it's like, uh, I think about making music all the time. It's not like I just go into my studio and that's when I'm thinking about music. It's like, no. It's actually a problem sometimes. It's like you can not be that present in other situations because I'm thinking about music.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I try to make sure I do it enough to feel
Yeah.
like, yeah, because that shit'll bleed into your regular life. Like, I
Yeah.
apologize to anyone out there who I know that's done it. Like, that shit, you'll just be like irritated. You'll just be like annoyed, just like, damn, I
Yeah.
need a studio right now. I need it. It's like, well, that's your job. That's your
Yeah.
responsibility as an artist. Like, you have to make time to do that. Don't think you can just take 2 weeks off and feel okay. Like, it's like a
Right.
sickness. You gotta,
I know.
it's like hunger. You gotta eat.
Right.
So that's been helping me out just weekly.
So how did I want to ask because you did the I Will Be, right? That got you like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that got you yeah, how did Danny Brown like were you known as like because I think earlier when I found out about Man Attractions, I didn't know who was making the beats or I know you were linked up with Clams too, but I didn't know. I don't think like
Man,
early on, I don't think I knew that you were making beats, how did that come about with making that beat for Danny Brown?
I gave him a beat pack.
Okay.
He heard us and he was feeling us. I think that came from him fucking with us, and
Yeah.
started fucking with each other, and I know I sent them a beat that in the beat pack, and the rest is history. And I didn't know how big that song was like that. Like I've been to Detroit since, and somebody will play it in the party. Like
Oh,
somebody,
damn.
man,
That's crazy.
yes, yes, I've been through
Yeah,
that.
Danny Brown was really good at showing lesser known artist love.
To
I
this
always remember that.
day.
So
He's a great A&R. He's a great CEO. He's a
yeah,
great everything. Shout out Danny Brown. I'm very
yeah,
blessed that he, came in and helped me out. Like, period. Like he helped me out. He's very generous. But yeah, in that time, yeah, but with main attractions, we didn't have no producers. Like it all happened really quick. Like Shady Blaze was one of our original producers, like from middle school and shit like that. But like by the time 2007, 2008, when we started putting our shit on the internet and shit like that, I was our main producer because we didn't have nobody else producing. And I
yeah,
was like, fuck it, I'll be a producer. And I was our producer. But I feel like because big homie Lil B, because of Lil B and me producing for him, I was able to fuck with people like Keyboard Kid. Shout out Keyboard Kid for giving us a chance and fucking with DZD. DZD was my dude. Like he was someone like I was just a dude who was fucking with his homie, and I just started making beats just so we can be on them and shit like that. We came in a weird era where it was like SoundClick was just starting to get on fire and shit like that. Like it was a
mhm,
weird era. It was MySpace. We was MySpace
yeah,
MySpace trapping at first. Like we
yeah,
had MySpace and all that shit. And then it started going into YouTube and shit like that. But I was making all the beats, and then but I got lucky to be blessed to work with producers like Keyboard Kid and Clams all through my connection with Lil B. And yeah, it just it went up from there. The more known we got, the more other producers. A lot of producers we started with, like Friend Zone, like we was the first rappers they did that with. Like I'm pretty sure, like as far as rappers, Ryan Hemsworth, like Shady Blaze was the first rapper to be on his beats and put them out and shit like that. Like that's not saying they never made music before then, but like we was working with lesser known artists. Like we were working with people who like was just in our inbox, and it was
yeah,
like when they started bubbling up. But Clams I knew of because he was working with Young L from the pack and working with Lil B. But like Lil B and Clams' biggest things, that was happening while I was already producing for Lil B. So it was like I knew Clams before that where he was like doing hyphy beats and shit like that. I mean, it was like a whole different wave. So like I'm a fan of Clams. Keyboard Kid too, of course. The shit he did with Lil B was legendary.
yeah,
Um, a lot of the producers were like newer producers that we was working with outside of that, and myself included. So it was just a lot of fresh energy around main attractions at that time.
yeah. I feel like there was I remember like it's a lot of the producer names around that era, like that specific blog era, that were like yeah, they were like I feel like some of those people like friend zone adjacent producers, they're making like a lot of electronic music, messing with you guys.
Yep.
And but anyway, I wanted to say something because we were talking about how you make music, the technology you use or whatever. And I think Main Attraction is such a good example of the the technical limitations
Yeah.
had a was like made the aesthetic like because you guys were considered lo-fi at that time before cloud rap was even a term. I believe people were calling you I mean, I feel like it was lo-fi was kind of thrown around, but it wasn't like you guys, I feel like I don't know if it was from talking to you or reading something, but it was like that wasn't really necessarily an aesthetic choice. That was
Right.
from our limitations with
Yeah.
recording,
They
our
making fun of
budget.
me. Yeah, like they making fun of me. They calling me
No, but
lo-fi. They calling me broke.
it made the music have a specific sound that got recognition and then turned into um and it was one of your one-time manager came up with cloud rap, right?
I put a lot
Wasn't
of
it?
confusion in the air, so I'm gonna apologize right now for cloud chasing back in the day. I put a lot of confusion. I probably said some crazy shit, and I'm not saying that's what you're referencing, but nah, from my recollection of it, um, from what I've read, Lil B came up with that. Lil B was
Okay.
talking about the music made him feel like clouds, and Nas, Noz, was
Yeah, yeah.
Cocaine Blunts. Shout out Cocaine Blunts.
Okay, for some reason I thought that
You
it
might
was
have heard that from me though. You might have what you're talking about. You might have heard that from me. I could have been putting some confusion out there and doing some naughty clout chasing. So I'm
I
like,
don't know if it was that, but
um,
I mean, I don't think it came from you. I mean, it was like I don't know if I should say his name. I don't know what the relationship. It was a one-time interview, but I thought he like tweeted a cloud rap and some writer ran with that or something. But I don't know. Yeah, I have heard the Lil B too. The clouds. Yeah,
but yeah. I read So shout out Lil B. Uh,
yeah.
just walked past. Someone was playing the pack in the gym, and I just
Nice.
went through the footage of that. Like, Oakland love you, man. Like the
The
pack,
influence
yeah,
still there, still going strong.
strong, man. No matter what era it was from, you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Eras, yeah,
yeah,
eras. Word.
yeah.
Um, I want to ask, how do you feel about spending money on your craft? Like, have you already accumulated enough stuff to where you feel like you don't need anything? Do you try to get things free? Do you try to torrent? Do you try to stick with whatever you can stick with to stay cheap with it? Or are you someone who likes to buy a lot of VSTs and buy a lot of this
I
and
will spend money on a VST occasionally. I'm definitely not a gear person. So like, a lot of people are like gear nerds where they like every month they might sell a synth and every month they have a new synth and they sell another synth they're really into the gear and like I think that stuff's cool, but it's just never really been me. Um, just because I feel like I would have those as toys and I would just like get distracted. I would I'm pretty simple. Like I have an Arturia, um, it's 88 keys, controller.
hmm
I like it. I like it because it's fully weighted, so it feels nice. But then other than that, that's like it. Like so occasionally I will buy a new VST, and then it opens up a lot of new possibilities. Like I feel like once a year, maybe twice a year, I'll buy something new. Um, and I'm not spending crazy amounts of money on it. I think the most I ever spent was like 500 bucks, which is a lot of money on software for sure. But that was like several years ago and I still use it every day. So
wait, you said
it's
how much?
500.
Okay, I thought I heard 5,000, but yeah, five.
No. I would never spend that much on software.
Okay, there's some juiciness right there. Well, you would never spend 5,000 on anything music related. Is that what I'm hearing?
Um, I don't, it sounds like so much money.
It does
Like
sound like
what?
so much money.
I mean, like those Apollo interfaces are like what,
Hmm.
2K, 3K or something. I don't have one. I like I could if I ever had some extra dough. Um, but I don't know. I've never felt like anything's been a total game. I don't know. Sometimes it's just a simple VST can be kind of a game changer for your sound, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, um, and you can spend 75, $100 and it could change your whole sound. Um, yeah, I don't know. I still think I'm pretty frugal with the how I spend my money overall. Um,
That's
just
the
because I can't justify spending so much money when I'm not bringing in that much money making music. You know what I mean?
older I get, the more I do feel like that. Like, damn, like, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like, how do I justify this? Like,
yeah,
right, especially with the resources out now, like to where like you pretty much can get away with like not spending anything. Shit, like you can get
yeah.
easier than ever to get in here and not ever spend a dime and get your shit off the ground. Like I'm not a fan of that thinking though. Like I feel like a lot of my successes have come from me investing in my shit, whether it was
Hmm.
back in the day paying for that PIF the $50 sponsorship, paying the $50 to have anybody download it. They don't have to put up a email or sign up for the thing and shit like that. We used to do that. I pay for all my graphics, my covers and shit, and just like if I didn't, I'd have a probably a harder time. Like if I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
You know, so
No,
I,
definitely pay your artist friends, right? If you can. Like unless you're I try to if I don't feel like I can have any budget for, something like that, I'm like I try to work out a trade, right? Like I've traded with you, right?
yeah, facts, facts.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I'm not trying. I'm not saying I definitely think people should invest in some way. I'm just saying don't don't overspend on things that aren't ultimately going to make an impact on uh how you create. Um, I don't know. For me, like back in the day, this is less so now, but like people were spending a lot of money on features, like totally unknown people that were like trying to get their music off the ground.
Yo,
We're spending thousands of dollars on features. I mean, it's wild because we like BSPD's early days, we would sell beats for a lot more than I'm selling beats now, like 15, 20 years later,
yeah.
which is crazy.
Right, right. But
But
that's the market. That's the
yeah, I know. That's the reality. But I say that because they were spending a lot of money on features back then, and I think that the idea is that if I have a feature from this artist, then that gives me recognition and that can jumpstart something. But the reality is that like a lot of people aren't like you're not going to hear of an artist just because of they have a feature from somebody necessarily. Like it doesn't usually work out like that. You have to have that artist really promote the work.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't think like you want to invest $5,000 in getting that feature that you really feel like you need
Controversy.
unless you have the money to throw away.
You're right, right.
Unless you have the money to throw away. But it's just like I
Gotta
think there's
look at
so
it like you're throwing it away. Because now I'm thinking like if you spending 5,000 on a feature, who you getting a feature from? Like you trying to get money back, yo? Like you trying to
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying to think like what scenario this is before I say that. Because if a producer or anybody was like money back, but I could tell you this though, it's basically like paying for a billboard.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I see your name, people might just you might get in the algorithm, but like it ends there.
yeah.
You got to
Like
already have some motion going. You got to already have some shit that's already off the ground a little, at least a little bit, because like I'll click something that a rapper's featured on, and I could tell it's from some dude with some money, and I'll
yeah.
click.
Right. Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
that's the end
Yeah,
of it. Like, so you just gotta have it to where your next move is set up. At least have it to where, like, if you're gonna blow that money and the risk is always there if you're not making that back. Like 5,000 is crazy. Like, how are you gonna
yeah.
get like how can you get that back? You
You're
talk
not.
10, 15 years from now, like 20 years from now, you'll have 5,000 through all your profits.
Yeah,
Like I will say, like, if you got some shit going on to where you feel like you're going to be right back in people's faces, it'll help the visibility of whatever you're pushing. But like,
it's got to be at the right time. You have to have a little bit of momentum already yourself. There's other factors involved.
mhm,
But if I was going to A&R an album and I had a budget of 5,000, I could make that 5,000 stretch,
bro, from experience too, we paid about 10,000 for Gucci and Zay for main attractions,
Yeah.
and that song, nobody talks about that song. Nobody like that song is not ever once in life brought up in someone's main attraction songs they like ever
And
once.
yeah, that's a great example.
People like our other shit, but like it's just a different risk. Like if you paying that money and it's just like it's got we could like it's kind of like, all right, yeah, y'all are weird, y'all doing some weird shit, and y'all linking up with Gucci Man. Like that's already a risk. He's not.
Yeah.
If we would have paid that same money for maybe Joe Budden or maybe like I don't know somebody a little more rapper like
Yeah.
different who was already working with the same producers we working with and shit like that, maybe it would have went a little different. But like there's a lot, like you said, there's a lot of factors involved. But I will
Yeah.
like, yeah, you paying that money for that. It's not, like we had the momentum and shit, and it did work. It did get us on different websites, but the
Yeah.
people didn't like the song like that. Like it
Yeah.
didn't make an impact in our legacy.
Yeah. it's
Maybe
funny because
it's like a billboard. It just got us on websites. Like,
yeah, we got a Gucci track because basically the kid is on the song. He's the last guy on the song. He paid for a Gucci verse, and then we're like, well, yeah, we'll produce it because we're getting a Gucci verse, and
yeah,
and he let us put it out, as like our track. We got Nacho and De Niro on it as well.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, like that was great because we didn't have to spend the money.
You're right, right, right. That's
Yeah.
the best. I was like, yeah, I'll produce it.
Yeah, you could be like a producer and
I'll
and
produce
have
it.
the rapper spend
Yeah,
the
I get the
15K
look.
on it and
I
be like,
get
I'll
the look.
produce it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get the look. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. That's the best you can get off that though. Like it is a look. Like I said, like I click people's shit all the time featuring a rapper I know, and I know damn well this dude probably ain't never gonna make another song again. But I
yeah.
just to see what it is and shit like that. So we'll work for visibility. Like I said, like the
Yeah.
Gucci first did get us on like hot new hip hop and like certain different websites that we might not have got on before just because the name and you get the look,
I mean,
but
I remember when you guys got it. I was like, oh
yeah,
damn.
yeah. But
Yeah.
like not thinking about that shit now,
It's
like
no one's favorite. It's not gonna be the main
no,
attraction song I think about. Like the ones I think about are like, a lot of the friend zone stuff, I guess.
to spend
Just
that money and try to get a DJ Premier beat or something like. And I love Gucci Man. This was just like a personal thing I wanted to do, just like the little flip thing. Like
yeah, yeah.
looking back in hindsight, like the type of group we were was it was different than Gucci Man. Like, but Gucci was doing like his blog era shit. He was doing he had the Diplo
Yeah.
remix thing. So Gucci was a good move, but at the
No,
same
yeah, no.
time,
It made sense to me. It wasn't like, oh, that's weird that they got Gucci. It did not make sense or anything. So
Gucci Man fans wasn't gonna just listen to main attractions straight like that. And like
yeah.
whoever knows us and knows Gucci, they already fuck with him. So it made a little sense for us, but it's like I do think we could have spent that money on somebody else. It would have made a little more sense for
Yeah,
sure.
you could have probably got a couple people like that would have made.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I love that
yeah,
song. Like, I love
yeah.
Zaytoven. I don't regret it at all. But just as on
No,
the
it's
business
dope.
standpoint, I'm still like, okay, that was just because we wanted to do it. Like,
I mean, that is dope to be on a Zaytoven beat for sure.
and I talked to him on the phone and told him the type of beat I was looking for. I like gave him some of my favorite beats of his. Like that was
Oh,
personal. That was like a personal dream.
oh, that's tight. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it wasn't like, it wasn't your pockets, right? Like it was,
Exactly. I mean, it
yeah,
was
yeah,
but like it was, but it wasn't.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, I mean, I have there's, when we came out, when BSBD did our last album, it was an instrumental album, and like we were touring pretty well, and like we could just the label who's Chesky, my good friend, who's an amazing artist. It was his label, Fake Four. They like they would spend money on us, so they spent way too much money on a publishing, or no, yeah,
Publicist, yeah.
publicist. Um, and I don't even want to say the number because it's way too much, and it's like I feel bad about that, honestly.
About what?
About what they spent
Oh
how
yeah,
much they spent.
yeah. On the publicist.
Yeah. It was, it was a very it was like the go-to um cool kids publicist at the time. The dude then got me too, so they're no longer they're no longer in existence. But yeah, that's one thing I was like, wow, knowing what was spent on that publicist, we could have stretched that money in so many other creative ways.
Man,
But yeah, I was like, well, if the ability is to buy I mean, yeah, just like, man, it just gets me thinking about like, because now you have to be very like, just think about way more creative about how you're gonna like promote something because like there's no blogs really. Like
fuck
the
nah.
landscape is so different.
It's been
So
music been going through this forever, so it's like it's a pleasure to go through the same shit
yeah,
our
yeah.
forefathers went through.
Yeah, I know you can relate to, I mean, we're relating to each other on this way. man, but now I dream of the budgets. Like if I had this much, I could
Yeah,
get,
we
you
grown,
know,
grown in our game where it's like,
I
hey,
would be so smart about it.
yep, now they coming. The budget's
Yeah.
coming. The budgets are here.
Yeah.
We working and we putting things together and it's all coming together. We linking up with the right people and the right people linking up with us.
Yeah.
Wrap it up pretty soon, but I do want to tap into your thoughts on organization. How are you staying organized nowadays? What do you have any organization habits?
Um,
Uh-oh.
I'm like the least organized person, and it's a problem.
What's
Um,
up?
I have folders, but I'm so bad at organizing. That's why I'm kind of, I think I'm kind of ADD, very forgetful, uh, unfortunately overly reliant on my wife to like
That's
tell me
beautiful.
when things are happening. But
Beautiful. Beautiful.
yeah, she's her memory is good for that, really. But I don't know. Like I have my folders, I have so if I'm making just general hip hop beats, I got my general hip hop beats folder. And then I got my specific folders for every project I'm working on.
Yep.
Sometimes there's bleed over and that can trip me up. Like I definitely look for beats like oh, I need to find this one beat I made and I'll be looking for like sometimes an hour and a half, you
Yeah.
know? Like
Yeah.
what is the name of that? Like
Uh,
um but yeah, as far as my day is a little bit more structured because of having a kid. So there's that's probably good for me. Um because that like before I had a kid and I just had like almost too much time.
damn, I
Like
feel that.
basically,
I
my dad would tell me, and this I think it's really true that the amount of time you have is the amount of time it takes. Like if you have 5 hours to do something,
You'll
it'll
get.
take 5 hours. But if you only have 2 hours, you could probably do it in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have that 5 hours, you're gonna be like, well, I have 5 hours. I can mess around for a
Yeah,
while, right?
exactly.
I did that way too much. Um,
Yeah.
like I loved starting beats, hated finishing them. Start a million beats, like
Hmm.
uh, yeah. So what about you? How do you stay organized?
I mean, I do the folders things. I'm not as organized. I was just mad because I recorded some demos on I was at home and I came up with something and so I pulled the beat into what did I do? No, I played the beat out loud and I pulled up Ableton and I put the mic on the stereo or excuse me, the laptop output or input and I recorded the song. I wrote the rap and everything. I recorded it on there and shit. And I could have did that just on voice memo. I was tripping. I was trying to just hold my computer and rap to the computer. And I was mad because usually what I'll do is I'll bounce it out and I'll put it right on a Dropbox. And I was trying to listen to the demo the other day, and I went on Dropbox and it wasn't there. I'm like, God damn it, I forgot to put the bitch on Dropbox. So it's just like I got little routines and shit that I do. I had a computer that had a sync to Dropbox like
Huh?
automatically, and I probably could put that on this other one, but I'm not really worried about it. But I use some cloud services, Dropbox really. I'll use that and I'll organize my beats like whatever. So I'll have like I'll start a folder and name it Titanic. Make beats for like 2 months until Titanic's done. Go to the next folder, Great American Bash. Make beats until the Great American Bash is done. So my beats are in folders that is just named weird shit. So like that's how I
What does
start.
that mean when it's done though?
So I look at them as kind of like albums. I look at them as kind of like because like I'm producing for hella projects at once. So
Uh-huh.
I'll just get in the zone and make an album. And I feel like the way I see when it's done is like whenever I take a break. Like this break that has been like this 2 week
Mhm.
break, that album's done. Like I'm
Okay.
to that folder. I'm starting a new folder when I come back.
Okay.
I'll do that. And it's usually like a month, 2 months. And it usually happens naturally. Like
Yeah.
so it's weird and it sounds kind of unstable, but it's stable.
No, it seems like it works. I do yeah, I forgot I use Dropbox as well. Like I got I got two albums on there that are finished that are not out. So like, yeah, I'll like try to upload.
Mhm.
I do have to tell you because my friend, my fellow artist friend, um, was saying I got to start using the service called Untitled instead of Dropbox. I don't know if you heard of that one. You heard of it?
Ah, heck no, I'm gonna find a pen real quick.
He was saying it's just crazy. Just you can bounce stems through down through it, but also one thing that stuck out is like, okay, say you're sending out a pack to someone and
Mhm.
you're using Dropbox. Don't you hate having to go back to the person and be like, hey, did you check out the pack?
Oh, like you can't tell if they listen to.
Yeah, but on Untitled, you know when someone has clicked on the folder, you know when someone's listened to the song.
Yeah, so I use Mixed. Shout out to Mixed. I use Mixed and sometimes I'll send out, so me and the artist I'm working with right now, I'm producing for them. They're finishing up demos, put it up on Mixed and shit like that. But yeah, it shows the email every time. And I
Okay.
kind of don't like it because it's
Okay.
then it's like if I it's like yeah, I'm super, it just makes me anxious. Like
Oh yeah, like it's like putting
if they
pressure.
listen,
Yeah.
they can listen, like, oh, I haven't listened yet.
Oh,
Just the anxiety
that's
and that shit. I just
that's
like,
hella funny. Yeah, it's a gift and a curse, I guess. So maybe be careful what I wish for. Like
I mean,
maybe,
you can handle it. You can handle it. I just know my limitations. For me, I'd
yeah,
rather not know. Like,
I can get anxious too. I don't know, but I don't know if that type of stuff would give me anxiety or not. I don't know. That's funny though.
yeah, I get too nosy. Let me see if there's anything I want to end on that has to do, because we didn't talk about a lot of the things that I usually talk with other guests. But I love this episode because we got a lot of things out that needed to get out. We got a lot of things we really, really, put some
And
facts.
I feel like I could like, yeah, I feel like I could talk to you a lot longer for
Yeah,
sure.
no
But
problem.
yeah,
Probably do this again.
we could have gone on the cloud rap like tangent for a while.
Need to do a group chat. We'll need to bring in one or two more people.
Yo, we should.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. Let's do that.
That'd be cool. Yeah, get keyboard,
Now
if
with the
clamps can.
oh, that'd be freaking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Friend zone.
yeah, bring him in.
Well, Dylan, yeah.
You're right. Rest in peace, James,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, James. Sad shit.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all made some great music together.
Hell yeah, that shit was authentic.
Yeah.
Kicking it, smoking, kicking it, making music, like sipping a little lean.
Yeah. Remember those days.
X pill, a little syrup. Speak for myself.
Right.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you taking the time out to really help us on our journeys as we continue to be prosperous and be the greatest producers we know. Any last
Anytime.
tell the people before we get out of here anything you want to plug?
Let's see. Go check out just I got a couple new releases. There's one couple with Lord Olo. He's, pretty new artist that is amazing. Squad is on the first one. Um, got new Nacho Picasso album coming out
Hell yeah.
very soon, like end of the month.
Album.
Um, we did an album a couple years ago too, or last year, I don't remember. Um, and then I got a Patreon. You can find me on Patreon. Um, and all the social medias, obviously. But I think that's it.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
wait, I got one more montage music. It's EP I did with Nacho and Milk.
Uh,
Milk's from Portland.
Shout out,
Uh,
man.
yeah, we did like an EP, but then we just extended it for like the director's cut, and it's a full LP now. So go check that out as well.
Montage music.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that shit sounds sick.
yeah, yeah. It was good talking to you.
Hell yeah, man. Greatest producer I know. Squadda B. Televangel.
That man, appreciate you. It was long overdue that I talked to you.
Hell yeah, this was fun. I got to make sure I end this the right way. So I'm let me see if I